A good day to be alive. Come to think of it, every day's a good day to be alive.
Hi, thanks for joining me for another edition of Chronic Conversations. It's been a little while. Let me give my shout outs. First of all, to Snapdragon Hemp. They are in 10 locations across the Tennessee area and soon to be in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia. If you have any cannabis, THCA, Delta 8 or other needs, whether it's edible or flower, you can go see them to get it. Check out Not Bad Creations as well for all your paracord needs. Now joining us, he should need no introduction by this point in time. It's the man, the Energizer Bunny, I call him, because he goes 24/7. He just keeps going and going and going. And that's the head of Ksouth Boxing Promotions, Kevin Kennemore. Man, thanks for being on Chronic again.
Thank you.
And we have, as y'all can see, we have an extra person down here with us today. And you want to tell them what your name is and why you're here?
My name is Montavious Ware, and I'm here to talk about my pro debut on Saturday.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Are you excited? You ready to get to it?
Yeah, I'm ready for a first round knockout.
Yeah. How's dieting and training been going? Everything been on point so far?
I train like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
I eat right, drink enough water.
Are you starting to get hangry yet from
yeah.
It's Friday will be an experience. That's something else. Being in a room full of hungry warriors that are, look like they looking at you like, remember the Looney Tunes when they look at each other and they turn into a hot dog or something? It's like, damn, we need to go ahead and get these boys weighed in and get them some food. What are some of the other sacrifices? Because a lot of people don't know all the blood, sweat, and tears that goes in. They just show up that night and they see you in the ring. Tell them about some of the other things that you have to sacrifice to be in this sport of pro boxing.
You have to sacrifice friendships, relationships, because you got to train so much. And just your body sure you got to keep pushing.
There is no quit. There is no I'm not feeling it, so I can't train.
The other person might be training harder than you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're going to be doing things that you ain't willing to do. Then you might as well not be in the sport, right?
Right.
And the sacrifices are not, just like you said, physical and psychological. You got to deal with both of those things. What do you do to kind of relax for downtime when you're training to get maybe a balance of the two? Or are you just full?
Yeah, that's the only thing I really do is work box.
Just go mode.
Yeah.
It's hard to be stressed at the end of the day after a training day. If you've never seen what a boxer does, there's tons of YouTube videos. Don't just go to like the Mayweathers and stuff. Check out some of these guys. These guys are putting in their blood, sweat, and tears, just like all those guys that you know their names. And these are the guys that you're going to know their names in the future. Some guys can be scared of failure, but a lot of guys are scared of success because with success comes expectations. Have you thought about that at all, or are you just focused on doing what you need to do Saturday night? Yeah, that's understandable because it's, they say you can't play boxing, right? It's some sports use balls, boxers have them. I'm a sports fan. I like a lot of other sports out there. I'm just saying it ain't a fight. I had a boxing coach tell me one time, well, not me, excuse me, it was a friend of mine who didn't want to be on the boxing team. He wanted to be on the football team. Or maybe it was me. It's been a long time ago. I've been hitting the head a lot myself. But his thing is why do you want to be off the boxing team and go do football or something? He goes, what you going to do when you get mad in the football field? He said, you're going to fight, right? I said, yeah. He said, you're going to get in trouble, ain't you? You're going to get suspended. He said, well, if you're on the wrestling team and you get mad and you punch somebody, are you going to get suspended, right? Yeah. Well, if you go play basketball and you're on the court and you elbow somebody too hard or punch somebody, or you're done. But in that ring, you can punch him as many times as you want to.
And they're going to tell you to keep
punching. Ain't going to tell you,
They're going to tell him to punch you back.
What is some of the best advice you have gotten from a coach?
Keep your hands up.
Keep your hands up. That's true because it sounds like something simple, but something simple is throwing a jab out and dropping it could cost you a fight because somebody's going to come across and, take that left part of your chin out. Like he's looking to snipe you and you're looking to snipe him. Are you looking for a knockout quick? Are you looking for a war? Or are you just down for whatever?
Well, I want to fill him out for like 30 seconds and then do it to him.
Yeah. Is it weird stepping up from a different stage into the pro boxing stage as far as doing all the stuff I asked you today? Is that distracting? Is it fun? Are you enjoying it? Just all a part of it, or how do you react to that?
I'm enjoying it. I always wanted to be a pro. I ain't really want to do amateur. When I
Right.
first felt out boxing, I thought it was no headgear.
Yeah.
So then I used to just fight people on the streets with boxing gloves and no headgear.
Well, see, fight people on the streets when I was talking to you earlier in the garage, and that's what led me to believe I wasn't going to need to train, because, you know, average street fight goal line is 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds if it's a real long one, before it's done and over with. So, to me, 2 minutes was nothing. Well, you fix and do 3 minutes. Explain to people who don't understand what a difference that minute can make, what it's like adding an extra minute up there, and you just having to start out at the 3 minute mark. Do you think that helps you more just having to start out at the 3, or do you wish maybe you started out at that 2 and then been able to work your way up?
I feel like starting out at 2 is like, it's good because you progress, and like you can spar.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it's different when you in the ring. Like, it's different from when you sparring and fighting, because then when you sparring, like, it's like it's slow, but when you in the fight, it comes out fast. You get tired faster. Cause I guess everybody watching and you trying to do your best.
You're psychologically putting yourself into somewhat of a state of shock. It's called survival arousal syndrome. So one of the best things you can do to conserve energy, that's why they tell you to be relaxed. And also, I'm sure Coach and them told you, is breathing. Your breathing is going to save your life in there. It's going to make you be able to fight when the other dude ain't able to fight, even when you've got your last reserves. So look into that if you hadn't yet, or somebody hadn't said anything about it. But breathing is very important in there. And everybody I know, the first thing you hear is, I know how to fucking breathe. I breathe every day. But there's a lot more to it, and there's a lot that can be learned. I won't stay on that too long. But, Coach, we got some different things going on for this event, couple different acts. Now, I know Jimmy Allgood. He's been on Chronic Conversations before. He is an award-winning artist. He is going to be there. Tell me a little bit. I'm not as familiar with the other artists. Tell me the other artists going to be there.
We got like 2, maybe 3 artists. A young girl, she going to do the national anthem. But she sings good, and Jimmy Allgood, the main act, he gonna turn it out. Yeah, he gonna do his little mini concert, and he gonna cut up with already. You know how good Jimmy is.
And because if you don't know, Ksouth Promotions Boxing, Pro Boxing is not just a knot of hard-hitting, great future superstar warriors. Right. It's also a party. It's a family reunion. Yes. It's a night that you can bring the family out and have a good time, and know that you don't have to worry, because we're gonna make sure you're safe. We're gonna make sure very safe environment, very fun environment for whether you're an adult or you're a kid. If you love boxing, this is the place you need to be. Tell them exactly where it is and what time they need to be there.
It's at Dalton, Georgia. It's in Dalton, Georgia, at the Dalton Convention Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. The first bell ring at 8 p.m. But you can come in. We're going to have nice music playing. You can get up. They got drinks. They got a cash bar going to be there. And, it's going to be, we might get a mic to you if you want to sing a little karaoke or whatever you want to do, It's it's a family environment. But at the same time, you got professional boxing. Professional boxing.
Putting the lives on the line.
Putting the lives on the line.
Tell me who else going to be there, Coach.
We got Malapi out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Junior is this manager.
Shout out Junior Santiago.
That's my man, TTMG. We got Jacobs. He coming from Las Vegas. He trained out of Floyd Mayweather gym in the top rank. We also have Christian Daniels.
Yeah.
Man.
He's from Slovakia. He live in Vegas now. Come all the way from Slovakia to Vegas. He's 7-0. 6 knockouts. He's one you want to see. Don't want to miss him.
He's one of those that hits so hard. The sound reverberates.
Oh, man, he just
you didn't know what was going on last time, but he put about 3 in his precision.
I was right there in
the precision.
I was right there.
What is that like? Like, I have some pretty good seats. I'm right there. I'm screaming now. I'm getting all excited. I'm getting chills and stuff talking about it.
It's a different sound.
It's some of these fights are just a different level. Y'all don't understand. You need to be there. If you've never seen it live, you need to see it live. And if you've never seen Christian Daniel, you need to see Christian Daniel. You need to come see this gentleman. This is his first time.
Yes.
And I know he's looking to make an impact because he's with Kevin Kennemore.
Yes.
And he don't bring no tomato cans with him. This is going to be one hell of a night of fights.
Yes.
Is there anybody else going to be there?
Yes, we'll have Coach Bullet going to be here.
Bullet. Shout out to Bullet.
He trained a world champion, Rolly Romero.
Yes,
the
sir.
WBA junior welterweight champion. Great guy.
Great guy.
Bullet
great
gonna be here.
Great trainer.
But it's about this kid right here, Montavious Ware. Let me tell you something. If you like Roy Jones Jr.,
I mean, if you don't, you ain't a boxing fan. I feel
you're gonna
like.
love him.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm ready.
He's a baby Roy Jones. I'm talking about. He's gonna give you a show from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
It's gonna be a hard
Come
hit
out
when
and
I'm
check
telling
Montavious Ware out. He's gonna give you a show, a great show.
Right down the road.
And it's gonna be a great show, man. You know, tickets been selling good.
Whether you're in Ringo, Dalton, Alabama, tri-state area, Tennessee, it's worth a few hour drive too.
Yes.
Come down here and stay the night in a hotel, enjoy some of our local restaurants.
Yes.
The difference between going to some of these fights and going to a Ksouth also is you have a lot more access to the fighters. You can run up there and touch them as they're going to the ring.
Yes.
You can.
Yes.
A lot of times they're very generous with their time and taking pictures and things like that, so you can get your picture made with these future superstars. There's so many advantages to coming to a show like this. What are some that you can think of?
The fighters will take pictures with you. After they fights or whatever, you get with them. They willing to take pictures with you. Montavious, after he win, he willing to take pictures with all the fans. You know, they building fan bases, and that's what they do for a living. You know, they travel all over the world, all over the country. They spawn, and all these guys here that's fighting on this card, all of them had a lot of time to train and knew who their opponent was. So these are going to
So
be
they're ready for who's coming.
They all are ready.
And you might have missed out on seeing Cleo his very first time. You might have missed out on seeing Assen his first time. But here you have another chance to see somebody else starting out their career and say you were there for their first fight. Nothing cooler than that. Being a boxing lover, to have his autograph, to take pictures.
Yes, because these are going to be future stars.
Yes.
They're going to be future stars. It's going to be hard to get close to these people later on in their life, you know.
Yeah.
Which, you know, they're just like Avis Griffin. Avis Griffin is ranked, he's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's ranked number 15 in the country. And ranked like 40 in the world now.
Yeah.
That's a big step. Now his life is really finna change.
Right.
But he deserved it because he went out and worked hard for it. He went to Vegas. He stayed in Vegas. He worked hard for it. We got Joseph Francisco finna get ready to come back. We're trying to bring him back in.
Look, Joseph, I told him he can't be messing with my emotions like that, so he better be real deal. He assures me that by the next one he is going to be ready. So be ready for that one. Another one that hits throws them hands is very similar to a Christian. It's when you see him, you're not gonna believe this dude hits as hard as he does. Like he come up somewhere from Florida on up through Georgia and Atlanta, and all the way up through Ringo, and hits them somewhere about Nashville. And it's a sight to see. And here, I'm telling you, it's different. My wife Jennifer can attest that it's one thing watching it on TV. It's another coming to see it live, to see the sweat flying off.
And it's affordable.
Yes, it's affordable. Good prices. Tell them how much the tickets are, Coach, if you got some left.
They $35. Early bird special is $35. You get them for $25. That's general admission. Then we got the $55. You get them for $45. That's ringside. And you got the VIP. They're $100. You get them for $75. But that's the early bird special. But if you come to the door and pay at the door, they will be $35. $55 and $100. It's affordable to see professional boxing.
Are there VIP tables left? Tell them about them VIP tables.
They going fast.
Yeah, they usually go quick. So if you want one of those, get with somebody today.
The tickets have been selling good. You know, we're in a very nice venue. You know, it's a really nice venue in Dalton, Georgia. It's
one of my favorite for sure.
And all seats is good seats. You know, it don't matter where you sit.
Don't matter where you sit.
When I was first going to fights, you know, years ago, I love fights. When I was first going to fights, I was sitting way up to, I had to have some binoculars to see, but I was cool with it.
Speaking of that, Coach, are we do we want to update anybody? Do we have anything to talk about as far as your training?
Yeah, I'm after this fight right here, I'm going to a little camp.
Yeah.
In the camp. I'm looking to be fighting in November, probably in Chattanooga. An exhibition. I got an opponent.
Nice.
He got experience. He got experience, boxing experience. He fought for years. We ran the same age, same weight. So we're going to get in there and give him a show,
Have some fun.
Have some fun. We're going to give him a show. But we also going to have on that card, we're going to have Montavious going to be on the card.
Nice.
Joseph Francisco going to be on the card. I think Roger Healy's going to be on the card.
Hitman.
Yeah, we're going to have... probably try to get Avis on the card to see what he got coming up, you know. It's going to be a hitter. It's going to be a heavy hitter. And I'm just going to have some fun again one more time. Just one more time.
Yeah, it's always just one more time.
I've been around it so much, I see him work out so much. I just want to get the feel of it one more time.
Yeah.
I ain't getting another kill or nothing, you know.
Right.
I'm gonna throw some nice shots though. You know, I'm gonna throw some nice ones though. And he gives.
I'm gonna let him show who I was.
Yeah, he gonna throw some nice ones too, and I'm gonna catch him. You hear me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna catch him and come back with the counter. But it's gonna be a good one.
I look forward to that as well. Maybe if there's anything I can do, let me know. I'd like to be a part of that for sure.
You're always a part of it. Whatever I'm a part of.
Yeah, that's some greatness.
This is about this kid right here.
Yes, Montavious, future champion. Are you? I know, of course, you're not going to be thinking ahead to your next fight, but do you have a general game plan in place of how you kind of see or want or expect your career to go? Like, you know, step one, do this, step two. Have you thought about that? Talked about that yet?
Yeah, I don't wanna.
We don't have to speak on it if you don't want to give away no secrets.
But I don't want to do how these normal fighters do. Like, I want to have at least every year at least 7 fights.
So you want to stay really active?
Right? Yeah. And then I don't want to fight bums forever.
Well, I can see the joy in your eyes when you talk about it and the passion in your voice, so I can tell you love boxing. That makes a difference because there's people box for a multitude of reasons, from trying to make money to they're narcissistic, just want to have. It's not for everybody. As we saw at the last fights, not everybody can step up and do what they need to do.
We had some upsets at the last fight too. You got to come out.
You got to come out. You never know. That's what I said. There's no tomato cans. It's always going to be competitive.
Yes.
Is that something you're looking forward to? Is the stepping up and fighting, and being more competitive? Because a lot of guys try to guide their career safely, but you don't sound like you really want to do that. You sound like you just want to go out there and conquer. Is that?
I want to be a world champion at 23.
There you go.
So and to do that, you got to fight the best guys, right? And iron sharpens iron. With you being such a young guy, it's
how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. So that's great to hear. It's so mature.
Be a world champion.
Why do you think a lot of other fighters don't have that kind of attitude, or the right attitude, or they're trying to skate by or do just enough? Why do you think that attitude's in there a lot more than I've ever seen it in boxing?
They're scared to take risks.
Scared to take risks.
I think they're too young. You want to wait it out.
No patience, maybe.
Right.
Because this is a long-term sport. It's not going to happen in one fight, right? Each fight is a building block to build your house, and that's what you're working on doing. Yeah. And again, if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of him, brick by brick building that house, and say you were there and you got to be a part of it, make sure you support these guys when they need sponsors.
Yes.
If you have a business, please sponsor them.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting their very lives on the line in the ring for our entertainment. If you have a little cash and you have a business, a lot of them need sponsorship. They'll put some of them put your name on the trunks. They'll mention you on their followings. They all have large followings. How can they help you out right now? And what are you looking for as far as sponsorship? If there's anybody out there watching that could help you, how could they help you?
Well, if anybody trying to sponsor me, just inbox me on Instagram at Montavious_Ware, MONTAVIOUS_WARE, or add me on Facebook at Montavious Ware, and just inbox me for any sponsors, opportunities, anything like that.
Do we have any merchandise yet? Are we working on that? I know that's something you... Okay, good. Because I have a feeling people want to buy your stuff, so it's definitely going to be a thing you want to put out there when you're marketing yourself.
And if they got clothing, they can inbox me and I'll wear their clothing, make videos on Instagram.
Yeah, so there's lots of things he can do to help out your business. You're both starting out at the same place. Grow together. There's nothing better than growing together. Kevin and I have grown a lot together through the podcast and the things I'm doing. He's grown a lot through the boxing he's doing. What do you think is the most important lesson now that you've been doing it a while to be successful? Because things are a little bit more steady, a little bit more successful. What things are you doing to ensure that kind of keeps up in the future, both of you?
Listen to coach, listen to people around and got the best interests.
Man, sure you're just 21?
Well, see, after this fight right here, Montavious will be headed to Vegas. So he will be headed out to Vegas, probably no later than a week or two after this fight right here. Go down, he gonna stay in shape while he's here. Go down there, we got some guys we looking at down there to spar with big names.
Iron sharpening iron,
with big names, and he gonna go down there and put his work in, and he gonna make his mark down there just like Avis and Joseph.
That's what people need to know. These guys on your cards, these guys are down there training in the Mayweather gym. They're out there in Vegas. They're running the mountains. They're doing all these things. This isn't a game. This is taken very seriously. This is professional boxing. Anything can happen, like we talked about the last. So you need to be there to see what might happen. See there to see Montavious get his first knockout. That's going to... The feeling of being a part of that and in the crowd, and you're giving the fighter the energy. Goosebumps like right here. The fighter's giving you all their energy in the ring, everything they have, everything they train for, their blood, sweat, and tears. We're giving them everything by cheering them. The crowds are always great. To be a part of that crowd, it feels like you're part of one unit. It's great cheering on the people. So you really need to come be a part of it. Kevin, before we close this out, is there anybody you need to give shout outs or anything else coming up that we need to talk about? And also make sure you tell them about the weigh-ins, which will be Friday. Today's Wednesday, right?
The weigh-ins is Friday at 3 o'clock at Uptown Reload on Glass Street. It's open to the public. You come in, meet the fighters, talk to the fighters, watch them weigh in, watch them do the face-offs or whatever. The fight is August 26th, this Saturday, at the Dalton Convention Center.
Them tickets.
Get your tickets. The first bell rings at 8 o'clock. We're going to have I'm talking about good fights, great entertainment. So get your tickets, come out, support. Anyone looking to sponsor Ksouth Boxing Promotions, I'm available. You can get with me on Kevin Kennemore Facebook or Ksouth Promotions on Facebook. And hey, it's about this kid here. Come out, check Montavious Ware out for his pro debut. He a very good, experienced amateur fighter. Been to the National Golden Gloves, the USA National. So hey, come out and check a future champion out. There's someone that's from Chattanooga that's trying to come up, that's going to come up, that's going to do his thing. Tell him what's up, bro.
Yeah.
He's a monster. He's going to go to Vegas and make his mark, just like Avis. I tell you, everybody I take down there, they make their mark. They down there crushing stuff.
Yeah,
so
you can make
it ain't no
champion.
ifs, ands, and buts about. If I'm taking him to Vegas, I know he's a monster.
Right.
I ain't taking anybody to Vegas.
A lot goes into that too.
A lot goes into it,
including travel,
stage,
nutrition,
food, everything,
training, everything.
Training. He's finna go train with a world champion trainer. Bullet Crumwell. Coach Bullet. That trained Rolly Romero. He finna get ready to start training with him.
The experience and
the experience. He is actually training world champion. He trained probably about 60% of the great fighters down there in Vegas.
And there's so many people that come in are involved even shorter amount of times from time to time in the Ksouth promotions as well that are either former world champions or trainers of world champions. Is there anybody in particular out of these people you're looking forward most to working with?
Oh, you talking about like sparring or like
either anything, sparring, being trained by, or places to train? Is there anything?
I want to work with everybody that's on the top.
So are you testing the waters when you do that? Or are you just trying to, you in there to learn?
I'm gaining experience and to show my skills so that somebody can see me and pick up on me.
I feel like this is the movie Get Out, and there's been some older gentleman who's taken over your body, so just blink like this if you need some help.
I feel like
somebody trapped in there.
I got the talent. I just need to show my skills to the people that's already on the big stage.
Right. Yeah. The skills there. You just have to show it to the people, and you're absolutely
take risks.
Yeah, take risks.
Right.
Yeah, it's a very, very mature attitude you have towards all this stuff. So I think you're going to do really well because. A lot of guys may have talent, but they don't have that maturity, and they're just not going to make it like that because they don't have the right attitudes. When you got both of them, like there is no limit. They say the sky's the limit. There is no limit. Shoot for the stars. Like, don't settle for the sky. Just stay focused.
Can you imagine being 21 and coming up like you're fixing to in a place like Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Holy
very exciting
shit.
to think about.
Yeah.
That's a special place. It's an awesome thing, and you seem like a really awesome guy. It was really great to get to meet you. Kevin, it's always great seeing you, fam. We got to get together again. We got to do one of those. Community thing. Help Kevin out. Help this guy out. Sponsor Ksouth. Sponsor Montavious. Come out there August 26th.
August 26th.
Be there by 8 o'clock. Them fights are starting, and they are main events from fight 1 to fight the end of them. So do not be late. Do not think you getting there late.
Come on early. Have a pre-party early.
Get something to eat. Grab your drinks, some food or drink.
VIP. We're going to have a buffet with the VIP.
Buffet with the VIP. So get on that, because I hope there's still some of those left by the time this airs. So if you see this, go ahead and check on that. But if not, that's okay. There's not a bad seat in the house. Check on that. And
I will bring your tickets to you if you want them. 423-682-3620. You can call me and I'll bring the tickets to you if you want to buy them.
And they can also get in touch with Montavious as well through Facebook and where else?
Yeah, on Facebook and Instagram.
Hit him up. Hit him up. Follow him. Follow his Facebook. Follow his Instagram. Whatever. I don't know I'm real old, so I don't know what all social media is out there. But whatever is out there, make sure you follow him. Thank y'all so much for being here again. It was great to do. It's been a while since I've done an episode of Chronic Conversations, so it's great to get another one of those with the belt. And I cannot fucking wait till Saturday. Let's go. It's fight night. It's fight night. Get your tight.
Baby.
Man, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Montavious, and we will see you next time.
Peace out.